Tuesday, February 3rd, 2009. 5 Ain't Enough, number 125. A Steeler podcast for a Steeler Nation on whatyou'retalkingabout.com.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Crazy.
Here we go.
I'm jumping out of my skin. I can't believe the Steelers won.
Here we go. Steelers. Here we go.
Pittsburgh's won the Super Bowl. Here we go.
Here we go.
Steelers gonna win the Super Bowl.
Here we go. Steelers. Here we go.
Pittsburgh's won the Super Bowl. Here we go.
Super Bowl, baby! Big Ben for president.
Welcome back, listeners, to another edition of 5 Ain't Enough. You're checking out 5 Ain't Enough, number 125, a Steeler podcast for a Steeler Nation. You're checking out the program on February 3rd, 2009. As always, the show is hosted by yours truly, Lance Williams. If you want to participate in the show, you have two ways. Give us a call and give us your thoughts on the scintillating Super Bowl 43 victory by your Pittsburgh Steelers. If you want to chime in and let me know how you feel, give me a call at 206-202-4468. If you want to jump on the boards, because the boards are just physical and rambunctious right now because of the Super Bowl win, hit me on the boards at whatyou'retalkingabout.com. Go to the website, go to the Pages tab, hit the Forums tab. If you're not registered, put in your information, get involved. If you are registered, get involved again and bang the boards just like Ryan Clark bangs running backs and wide receivers when they cross the middle. Listeners, as always, we have the donation program. If you want to donate to the program, there's details on the website under the Pages tab, and we are also putting out the T-shirts. That information, again, is on the website under the Pages tab. You can hit the T-shirt link, and I'm working with Lord Zenobis on the concept of a new T-shirt that I know you guys are going to really enjoy. In the opening monologue, I want to discuss a couple things. The first thing being, I like my crow barbecued with a dry rub and not wet. I'm on record as saying that I never thought the Pittsburgh Steelers would win a championship with the combination of Bruce Arians and Ben Roethlisberger. I thought that Ben was allowed to somewhat stagnate in his progress as a quarterback, and I didn't trust Bruce Arians' consistency with his game planning. I just did not think it was going to happen. Those two together, bosom buddies, so to speak, seemed like a combination that was never going to be destined for greatness. I thought for the Pittsburgh Steelers to win a championship, that at least Bruce Arians would have to go. And I've talked about it numerous times on this program over the course of the year that I thought Bruce Arians was a terrible offensive coordinator. Now, I'll speak more to Bruce Arians and my thoughts on Bruce Arians as we talk about the Super Bowl. But I must eat my crow. I must eat a big helping of crow. And I'm man enough to criticize them, and I'm man enough to jump on the program and eat crow. They proved me wrong. They proved many writers wrong. And this is just the love that I show for the franchise and for you guys and for the time that you give me, that you want honesty, you want a breakdown, and you want analysis. And that's why I give you my honest opinion about the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I can't do it any other way. The second point. Let's do a little bit of mathematics. Let's add these elements. 4 new starters on your offensive line, and they play inconsistent. Plus the toughest schedule in the National Football League, plus no contribution from your first and second round draft picks in the 2008 season. Does that equal an NFL championship, a 6th Lombardi trophy? Now, I picked the Steelers to win the Super Bowl this year. I picked them to play in the Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys. But over the course of the season, the way that offensive line performed and the way that offense performed inconsistently over the course of the year, I did not think that they were going to win a Super Bowl. I had serious doubts that they would win a Super Bowl. My Super Bowl pick was based on the fact that at the beginning of the season, I felt that the offensive line would gel over time. I didn't anticipate you would get an injury to Marvell Smith and an injury to Kendall Simmons. There's no way in the world you could have told me at the beginning of the season, if you don't have Alan Faneca, Marvell Smith, and Kendall Simmons starting in your offensive line, that you would go to the Super Bowl. It is absolutely incredible that this team, with the amount of losses coupled with their schedule, or I should say losses on their offensive line, coupled with their schedule, and coupled with the fact that they didn't get any contribution from their 2008 rookie class, that they won a championship. It is absolutely unreal and unbelievable, and it's definitely a testament to the players and the coaching staff for this miraculous season. Number 3, when you look at this Pittsburgh Steelers team, I think it further illustrates the point that in an era of free agency, you don't have to be a perfect team to win a championship. Championship teams are flawed. They have a weakness in some area. Because of the number of teams, again, in free agency, you can't have A-plus units on both sides of the ball. Competitive balance in free agency, again, prevents that. But it just shows you that champions don't have to be perfect. And this team was far from perfect, but what this team is world champions. And the last point, there's a lot of questions going to be going around about the Steelers and if the Steelers are sports' best franchise. I would say that the Pittsburgh Steelers are not sports' best franchise because I think there are several franchises of note that are outstanding. Los Angeles Lakers, Boston Celtics, Red Sox, New York Yankees. There are a lot of franchises that are excellent. The Dodgers, Montreal Canadiens. There are a lot of historic great franchises. So, no, I don't think the Steelers are the greatest. You know, you can throw in the Cowboys and the 49ers and the Patriots. I think the Steelers are amongst that group. But the one thing I will say is I think the Rooney family are absolutely the best ownership group in professional football. Think about it this way, listeners. The Rooneys have the one quality that most ownership groups don't have, and that's patience. The second thing is the Rooneys are about actions and not slogans. Look at the difference between the Raiders and the Rooneys. The Raiders say it. We have a commitment to excellence, and the Rooneys, they just do it.
I'm from the bird, I hit like a Steeler. I'm from the bird, I hit like a Steeler. I'm from the bird, I hit like a Steeler. I'm from the bird, I hit like a Steeler. I'm from the bird, I hit like a Steeler. I'm from the bird, I hit like a Steeler.
This is Jim Wexell of SteelCityInsider.com, and you're listening to 5 Ain't Enough at WhatYouTalkingAbout.com.
Hey, this is Coach after the Super Bowl with an audio coach speak. It was the night before the Super Bowl when along the Gulf Shore, Steeler fans were praying for just one more. The players were nestled all snug in their sack with visions of the first NFL's six-pack. Coach Tomlin was young but wise for his years, so I drifted off to sleep without any fears. When the stadium there arose such a strange chatter, the Cardinals feared what was the matter. We heard Okodoko, we heard Double Yoy. We jumped from our beds, our hearts jumped for joy. He stood at the 50 with a grin ear to ear.